525,600 minutes, 525,000 moments, oh dear. 525,600 minutes. How do you measure a year? In daylights,
I knew Howard prior to River Region. It was Region 8. We were down on Dixie Highway. He was the staff psychologist, and I was the community organizer. Most of us were in our 20s, early 30s, and it was the beginning of community mental health. So when he was named, there was such a sense of this is going to be a top-notch clinical place, because that was the priority.
And this is the thing about Howard, he can always see people's strengths. So he would see a strength in somebody, and even though some of their weaknesses might be something that, you know, the rest of us were going to have to deal with, he was always able to see the strength all the time. The agency newsletter was called The Current. So we started The Undercurrent. And Dr. Bracco was one of our regular contributors. He was a better writer than either one of us. We had some funny articles. We had two other people that were hysterical people. Howard was the better writer, but he also had, I mean, he had a good sense of satire. Then we had these other two guys, and I guess that was it. It was just the five of us, and we put out what, 5 issues?
5 issues of The Undercurrent, and it was a way to really boost staff morale, and to address some of the craziness that was going on.
Remember a year in the life of friends. Remember love, love.
Chairman of the board at 7 counties had called me and said, you know, we would like you to be the CEO. And I said, he said, do you want the job? And I said, no, I don't want the job. I said, but I do want to do the job. And that's the difference. Our predecessor was apart from the community. And it was my intent to see that 7 counties was a part of the community. Really an opportunity to address a lot of the concerns that some core staff had had for a long time too. I mean, it was an opportunity to build something. That's what was exciting. Integration is not just behavioral health and physical health. It is looking at behavioral health in a variety of the social systems we have in our community. What is really critical is that you provide value for what you're getting paid for, you have integrity, and you develop relationships with them. That's what it's really all about. What we've come to is really understanding substance abuse as an illness, that it needs to be decriminalized and people be treated. The very fact is, the bottom line is the only way to really save on healthcare costs is to have healthy people. And we talk about recovery and issue of hope. I think I've really come to understand that in a very solid, concrete way. Think of how many board chairs I've had, but every one of them has made a contribution of one kind or another in furthering the organization. Every one of them has brought a gift to this organization. So I'd like to see, if you want to look at Senator Williams and Governor Beshear, what I would like them to do is to be less concerned about re-election and more concerned about doing the job.
Well, you're friends with the fancy
Never met anybody that I can say I admire more. And I have to tell you, Howard, I'm a better person for having known you through all these years.
When I think of a CEO, there are two things I think of, and that's integrity and leadership. And I think you possess both of those, and in that order. And I want to wish you good luck in your retirement, and I hope you have lots of fun.
It's more than just a place of employment. It's a family, and I know that comes from the leadership on down. And you welcome me because I know I'm the wild child on the fourth floor. So I just want to say I thank you, I love you, and I wish you well.
I'll never forget the time that you did what you did so well, which was to support the foster grandparent program, going out to Shelby County. And one of the grannies, Granny Slaughter, pulling me aside and saying, "He's such a nice boy." Indeed you are. So I want to personally wish you a wonderful retirement, and I hope you and Pat get to do all of the things that you've been putting off while you've been at the helm of our ship. Thanks so much.
I think I'm probably one of the only people in the agency that hugs and says I love you every time I see you, and I truly mean that.
Many of the people in this room care for you very much. However, none of us wanted to appear before you on camera this morning. Jean changed our minds.
Congratulations.
Great retirement.
Your mentoring, your patience, your wisdom were some of the best professional gifts you could have ever given me. Just your sense of commitment to the organization, to our community, it's an inspiration to me.
It's time for him to be able to enjoy life. You know, for someone else who's retired, there's some real nice things about retirement.
I knew you and I were going to hit it off that first day I was in your office when I saw that simple sign that said, "It's nice to be important, but it's more important to be nice." And I can tell you, Howard, that you are truly both, and you always will be.
Dr. Bracco from the crisis team. Developmental Services wishes you well in your retirement.
I've learned a lot from you. You've taught me patience, because God knows I've needed it. I am going to miss you, but more than anything else, you have earned this retirement, even if it's just from working with me. And I hope you enjoy it.